What's going on, everybody? Hope an amazing day. And today we're going to be talking about Emiliano Buendia, the Norwich City playmaker, who's been linked with Aston Villa for quite some time now, and some big developments have come in through the press today and as of recently. So we're going to be covering all that in today's video and all the competition we're facing. But before we get into that, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you do end up enjoying it. Thank you guys so much for the support on the videos recently. I'm up to 284 subscribers at the time of recording, trying to hit 300 as soon as possible. So of course, like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and you'll see all my videos if you turn the bell on next to it as well. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so this is going to be Villa's marquee signing if it does end up going through this summer. It looks like it's going to cost us £40 million. We've known for quite some time that's what Norwich are asking for. They're historically very firm on what they want for their players. It's going to be a club record sale. They've already said that. Shattering their club record sale, £40 million would, because last summer their club record sale was £25 million. Ben Godfrey went to Everton, of course, and he's been very good there, to be fair to them. Now, if we look at his stats this season, you see why they value him so highly. 15 goals and 16 assists in the championship this season. You can say whatever you want about the competition, but 31 goal contributions is absolutely mental. I don't care what level you're playing at. That is elite. And obviously you can see the progression he's made over the past 2 years, because in 2018-19 he only got 8 goals and 12 assists in the championship when they were promoted in the same dominant fashion they were this season. Obviously, 8 goals and 12 assists is still very good, but you can see the absolute quality he has as he keeps improving, because he's still only 24 years of age. He's got room to grow. He's just been called up to the Argentina squad for the Copa America. He's going to get international experience there. Very exciting to see. And a factor that I think is going under the radar for Villa, just a little bit of a side course here, is Emiliano Martinez could help Villa acquire Buendia's services, because as you can see, Martinez has posted on a story him and Buendia playing pool at the Argentina camp. They seem to be pretty good friends, so if Martinez puts in a good mood, which he always will for the Villa, he loves it there, he's come out publicly and says he loves the club, then you never know what could happen, because Buendia, from what I know, has no contacts in the Arsenal camp, so that could be something that could help Villa out. I don't know, I'm looking for anything at this point. I really want this guy to join. Obviously, like I said, as of today, Arsenal have submitted in an excess of $30 million bid for Buendia, but instantaneously Villa have matched that, so that shows the intent we have on getting this deal done. We know Smith has wanted him for quite some time. Even back when he first got promoted to the Premier League in 2018-19, we were tentatively linked with Buendia during the summer transfer window. It's just at that time, why would he switch to Villa, who had just been promoted to the playoffs, from a very good, at the time, appearing to be very good, Norwich City side, who were ready to take on the Premier League, it looked like. The benefits that Buendia would have on her team is endless. He would support Jack Grealish and take some of the creative burden off of his shoulders and let him play a little bit more freely, a little bit, lighter on his toes, a little bit lighter on his feet, even though Jack Grealish is incredibly light on his feet, but you get the analogy. And he would supply more for Ollie Watkins, who next season I genuinely think could break the 20-goal deadlock, because he's ever improved ever since he came from Exeter City to Brentford. Every season he started to score more goals, even from the left wing. And then when he came to the Premier League, obviously it's a big step up from the Championship to the Premier League. A lot of people are like, can he do it in the top flight? That's obviously the big question when Championship strikers, big money Championship strikers come to Premier League clubs. Can they cut it in the top flight? And he's absolutely excelled. He's been in the England squad now. Of course, he didn't make the squad for the Euros, unfortunately. He made the 33, but didn't make the 26. I'll talk about that some other time. I can't be asked. I think he's better than Calvert-Lewin. Don't cut Everton fans. Listen, I don't know why you'd be on a Villa fan channel, but even then, I don't rate Calvert-Lewin, alright? I don't want to talk about it here, but I don't rate him. What video were we doing again? Oh yeah, this Buendia bloke. I forgot about him. Now for me, I would personally play Buendia on the left wing, because we could have Traore stay on the right wing, who I think is one of our best players. I love Bertrand Traore. He's well adapted. He's well versed in the Premier League now. He's settled. He's ready to kick on next season and do even better than he has this season. Of course, he's been exceptional if you've watched La Villa this season, but if you look at his numbers, they could use some work, of course. And then I would have Jack Grealish in the center. That's his preferred position. We all know he loves the number 10. That's where he wants to play, and that's where he shines most of the time. He shines on the left wing as well, but that's just where I think he'll be most effective in supplying Ollie Watkins and bringing the ball forward. He does that very well. Obviously, he glances past defenders for fun. He did it to David Alaba in the Austria game 2 days ago now, was it? Alaba's a top-class defender. That's great stuff, and he's been proving it ever since we came up to the Premier League that he can cut it against the best in the world, and that's just great to see that we have a world-class player on our side who can take teams on by himself, really. He's the one that can change games in the blink of an eye, and that's what we have in Jack Grealish, and that's why we want to keep him so bad. And then Buendia on the left wing is another creative player who can also score goals. He scored 15 goals this season from the left wing, from the attacking midfield, from anywhere behind Teemu Pukki. He's done exceptionally well, and obviously there is always the possibility, like I said, that he stays at Norwich. But from the vibe I get, I think Norwich are going to go down again. I don't know why I get that feeling, but sometimes you just have a gut feeling that Norwich are going to go down again, and I don't see them doing enough to prevent from what happened last time. And if they go at it with the same mindset as they did in 2018-19, then they're going to go back down. 2019-20, excuse me. Now the question is, if he's going to leave, will he want to go to Arsenal or will he want to go to Villa? Now I'm obviously going to always make the argument for Villa, but there is every right of possibility that he wants to go to Arsenal. They finished higher in the table. Obviously the last 2 times we played them, we have beat Arsenal on all 3 occasions. Feels good to have one over the Gunners, man, it really does. But the thing for me is that Dean Smith is obviously a very well-respected coach, and Villa has a project, they have a structure, they have a plan. Arsenal are a team in a little bit of chaos at the moment. They're not in complete dismay, but they're a little bit disorganized at the moment with the likes of Odegaard, who did very well going back to Real Madrid. They're missing the pieces in that squad, and while they showed promising signs, they're not consistent enough. Whereas Villa are a side, like I said, that have a 5-year project. We have great owners who are willing to invest in the club, and we have phenomenal players too. It's not like they have better players than us. We have a world-class player in Jack Grealish. We have a striker who can finish off the chances that Buendia and Grealish provide, Ollie Watkins, of course. And we have another creative player that he can pass to and rely on to dribble, and that's Bertrand Traoré. And then he's got, if he plays on the left or right wing, he's got attacking fullbacks behind him. All the pieces are there for him to come to Villa, but of course there's always going to be an argument for Arsenal as well. Alright, so literally as I'm filming this video, the news is just broke that both Villa and Arsenal bids have been swiftly denied by the Norwich hierarchy, and of course you have to respect that. They set their valuations for their players and they stick to them. That's how it should be, of course, but it's slightly frustrating when your club is the one putting in the bids. Now, something you have to take into account is that Buendia would probably like to have his future sorted out before the Copa America kicks off on June 13th, because he doesn't want that to be in the back of his mind while he's playing in a very important international tournament, his first ever senior international tournament for Argentina. And, of course, there's always the possibility that the deal gets done before the Copa America kicks off, but they wait for the official announcement until he returns to England. That is always a possibility. It would be very frustrating not to know if it's going to happen or not as Villa fans, but it's a possibility that we have to accept. And it could the announcement could happen before the Copa America kicks off, but it's unlikely, and it definitely won't happen during the tournament, I don't think. For me, it's probably going to happen after the Copa America if Buendia is going to leave Norwich. But, of course, it could happen before as well. Don't see it happening in the tournament, though. Now, I think it's important we paint the picture why Arsenal want Buendia as bad as we do, because, of course, they are missing a creative midfielder as well. They need someone to create chances because that's what they're missing, with the likes of, like I said, Martin Odegaard returning to Real Madrid, and obviously Emil Smith-Rowe's future uncertain because he won't put pen to paper on a new contract. They need a new creative midfielder to supply chances for their forwards, and that's something they missed out this season, even with those players. So you can see why they want Buendia so bad, because he is the top playmaker that's available in the market. But if it comes down to it, I think he'll come to Villa. I just have that feeling that Villa, this is a Villa type of signing, if you know what I mean. This is a Dean Smith signing. This is a signing he'd very much like to get over the line. And historically, Dean Smith has set his eyes on targets, and no matter if it happens this summer, next summer, whatever, he ends up getting those targets. And that's something I respect heavily. He sticks with his mind, and he knows what players he wants. And that's very important for me and a gaffer. But of course, it's all up in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It's transfer news. It's news. It's in the press. You never know what's actually going on behind the scenes. And it's very easy for us to say as fans, oh, just add the 10 million on. Oh, it's not that hard. Of course, there's always the financial issues of this. And if it comes down to it, Villa have more money in this market. I am fairly confident of that. Obviously, the Kroenkes at Arsenal have been... It's been a hot topic recently, whether they want out or not. And the fans definitely want them out, that's for sure. Villa... The fans are happy with their owners. The owners are happy to invest. It's just a much more pleasurable situation to walk into at Villa than Arsenal, in my opinion. But like I said, we're never going to know right now. We're never going to know until the official announcement comes out on Twitter and Emiliano Buendia is seen in that Villa kit or Arsenal kit. Or he's just seen in that Norwich kit. You're like I said, never going to know. But that's the possibility we got to live with. It seems likely that he's going to leave Norwich this summer, and I hope he does end up coming to Villa because he will help our team tremendously. A signing that I'd definitely like to see happen, and a Dean Smith signing for sure. But I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like I said earlier, if you want to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed it and liked the video, if you like the content, and hit that bell if you want to see more content from me as well. I'll be trying to get more videos to you guys throughout the summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time, and remember, up the Villa. See ya.